promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Good right jab. This is a high-octane battle. And he scores with the counter. Perfect counter shot. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They're elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
How about that time counter shot? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
They blocked the left there. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round.
That's his round. We're going to go back.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice counter shot. They miss with the jab. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely... Did you see that? And the takeover's in some big trouble now. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. They're both trying for a knockout. Well done with that counter shot. He misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with the jab. Good counter punching. They exchange punches. Missed him with that uppercut. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That counter shot lands. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. You'd like to see more jabs. And he misses with that straight left. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that one. Here we go to the 4th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference
How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't find a home with that jab. Counter punches have to hurt. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. These two were made for each other. A perfect counter lands. There's a scoring blow. Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punch. That right hook catching air. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Teofimo Lopez. Time for the 5th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
That jab doesn't find a home. Just misses with that uppercut. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab misses. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action. Whoa, wait a minute! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last. There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, with lightweights, did you see that? Teofimo in some real trouble here. A much better game plan here.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Nice counter. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. Teofimo Lopez goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter punch. Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Teofimo. Round 7, here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. see a jab from these two. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. That counter shot lands. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Talk about Robinson in that. Round 8, and we're off again. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
They exchange punches. Punch. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He just misses with that jab. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Punch, counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punch. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. A perfect counter shot. Jab does not score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter. There's a counter shot. The three judges agree, and we